Oh my gosh, what's wrong with this? Whoa. I am so sorry about this. There we go. Can't see me. Okay. You know, I hate drinking ice water. I really do. It feels very annoying. I just can't taste chocolate. I'm pushing it as hard as I can. It's going down there. That's what she said. Okay. I have to sit like this. I have a better idea. Okay. Ta-da. I'm around. No, I'm I was gonna say aroused, but it almost came out like aroused. Now, this is a gingerbread man. I never had them in so long, and yes, the piece is broken because I gave a small piece to my mother. I'm so sorry if I cough a lot in this video. The fan is not on, so it's still very cold. Don't worry, I'm just getting a cough. Okay, so are we gonna have a taste test? Never had this in such a long time. Smells like, well, it smells very light of ginger. I expected it to smell a bit more, well, gingery, if that's even a word. So if you can look very carefully, there's an outline on this little man. You know, we can't assume things these days, so, we should make a gingerbread ma'am, you know? A ma'am. I'm sure that's gonna offend someone, like, gingerbread man I'm sure it's offensive somewhere, because men is in the name, so you can't have that. I'm sure someone's gonna make a gingerbread ma'am. I just brushed my teeth, so it is gonna be very, very hard to tell its true taste. But you know what? This has been in the fridge since yesterday, so it is gonna be a bit more hard. But and plus, it's very thick. Look at that. I used to have gingerbread men that were very thin, but also very stale. It tastes like regular biscuits. It tastes like regular biscuit. There's no ginger. I barely get a taste of ginger. It's so not ginger. Sorry, I'm hearing things outside. Anyways, the chocolate does help, but it's just so stingy on chocolate. So, you know, you have to just bite around, and then when it gets past the chocolate, there's nothing worth fighting for, you know? This by far is the most weirdest gingerbread man I've ever tasted in my life. It does not taste so much like ginger. It is very sweet, very thick, very, very thick. I don't know if they're supposed to be like this because normally I had more flat ones, like very thin ones, you know? Like they would be so thin, thin like this razor blade. Like that's how thin it will be, if not even more thinner. This one is so thick, yet it's so different. Maybe the people making them make them different, because I used to buy gingerbread men from a different place, and my mother bought this from another place. So I guess maybe it's because they made it in different places, the bakers. the bakers bake it differently. Maybe one adds a bit more sugar, maybe one adds a bit more ginger. Okay, so as I eat this, it's time to talk about Christmas because it's the 13th of December, and the days have been going so fast for the past few days. Time to time, I wonder if it even is 2021. Next year, 2022. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be 20 years old. That's so much. That's so long. I created this account for this channel back in 2016. I was 14 or turning 14 when I made this account. I really, really feel so old. It feels like it's been forever. The head comes last, okay? We're gonna nibble up the entire body and leave it with nothing but its head hanging, okay? Sounds a bit rude, but hey, this is meant to be eaten, not played around with, okay? Uh, I would have liked it a bit more if it had well, if it had sprinkles or maybe it had more dark chocolate. Okay, no, this does not have dark chocolate. It's just plain milk chocolate. So if it had dark chocolate, or the entire thing was just covered in chocolate, it'll be much better. Anyways, I did open my Christmas calendar today. Since it was on the 13th, I got to have 11 chocolates. I shared 2 pieces, so pretty fun actually. If you get the Christmas calendar pretty late, like if you get the Christmas calendar on the 24th, you get to eat all of the chocolates. But there's no rule for you to not eat them anytime. Background, I'm very sorry. It's just that look, the microphone for this device, this mini tablet, it's so different compared to this one. This one it's a what do you call it? It's one of those really good microphones where it does not pick up the background noise. It's just so good. And I can't plug this in because I'm sure I need some kind of plug-in for a Android device. It uses USB. I'm sure there has to be some kind of cable to transfer USB to um, 3.5 millimeter audio jack, possibly. I'm sure there's some kind of thing like that. Maybe, maybe not. I do know there is USB to USB Type C, uh, but I doubt that can actually pass through sound. I don't know so much about that, but we'll just see. But I guess I have to rather just upgrade my live stream kit. I should get a laptop instead and just live stream from there. Because live streaming with this is much more annoying, so yes. Anyways, which body part should I bite next? You know what? I'm gonna go for the other end. Mmm, it is very soft. It's not stale, but it is very soft. Mmm, it is so soft. And even when I had stale gingerbread, guess what? It would be so difficult to bite through. I think this is the perfect way to make gingerbread. I'm not going to try making gingerbread unless it's the future because I'm sure I need to get my own kitchen. Because I'm sure it'll be a mess to make. But of course, it'll be a fun mess, okay? I'd rather just buy gingerbread house kits. I know they sell those house kits where you just buy all the pieces separately. It comes packaged separately and it comes with like, some icing and whatever. I should buy that because that's much more fun. It's more of a DIY without the baking. Now it's time to buy this. Oh, hey, sorry about that. I just had to switch the camera because, well, I was chewing a big piece. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I made this an amputee. Is that how you pronounce it? Amputee. Okay, look at him. He can't walk, can't move his hands. I'm walking towards that head. I'm sure he's screaming in pain as I bite his body and his organs. Imagine if there were like organs inside, like pieces of. Oh, something flew out of my mouth. I'm sorry. That's very gross. Unfortunately, I have no water in this room, so I have to wait after this live stream. As I was saying, what if there was pieces of chocolate inside that represented the organs? Wouldn't that be swell? That would be so fun. Mm, I just ate one of its buttons. That's so good. Anyways, it's time to talk more about, um, well, this Christmas has been dull, hasn't it? I've not really set up the tree yet. And, I've not decorated this room. I plan to do it next year because, I made a full tradition list for from next year onwards. I will follow some of them, but the rest I won't because some of them are very tedious to do right now. Okay, so as you see, it's soon gonna be completely destroyed. This is the first time I really enjoyed eating a gingerbread man. Normally I've hated eating them so much, but I still had to force my way to bite and eat. Mm. Because the one thing I hate the most of is crumbs. Here's a little technique I always use when I bite into biscuits. Basically, I don't think you hear that, but basically when I take a bite, I pull and at the same time I suck. Sounds very wrong, but you see the crumbs are gonna fall. It's best to suck them in your mouth so they can at least not fall anywhere. Especially if you're eating without a plate and if you're eating something small. This obviously crumbs are gonna fly all over the place. So, what's the weather report? Well, I would say around doom and gloom weather with a side of unhappiness because it's been like this for freaking days. Oh my gosh, I really hate this weather so much. You know, it's summer, it's not winter. Okay, I already enough about this. It's at winter. Okay, it's summer, supposed to be summer. I want blue skies, the sun to be shining bright, so bright that it hits you on your face. It is still hot, but at least give me some blue skies. I don't like the gray skies because it's just so sad time to time. I just ate another button. He has two buttons left. Look at him. He's so sad. That smile is turning into a frown. Well then, turn that frown upside down, as people would say. You know what? That still looks like a smile. What is wrong with this gingerbread? Like eating the full thing now, because it's sad. But at the same time, um, I really just want to have something soft. I don't like biting too much of hard things now because of my teeth. It's good. It's not super healthy, but like it pains time to time, and I don't want to break my teeth. All of them are adult teeth. They very strong teeth, so I can't let that fall off. I'm not a shark. Anyways, it's time to talk about. Well, I don't want to make this a video about me. Oh, wait, it's Monday. I forgot it's Monday. I wonder what people are posting today. Every time I wake up and then I look at my notifications, and it's always something new. Even if I take like a 5 minute break, or like not 5 minutes, an hour or two break, watch television or, well, stream movies, I come back, I look at this, or I play video games or whatever. I come back, look at the notifications. There's so much of terrible things happening. It is very sad indeed. Just like now, I looked at the notifications and it said that a school was giving children certain plastic to cover up what parts. And here's the thing, I'm very against this idea that children must be given these things. Why? Why? Why are they given these things? They should not be given these things at all. There's no need to do that, you know? We were taught about condoms at school. Yes, we were taught about it, but we were not given that. We weren't even given that at all. So, you know, these schools are giving it to them. They want them to have sex, you know? Like a few weeks, not weeks, months ago, or a month ago, they were giving flyers to kids about having sex and having abortions, you know? It was so messed up because you're giving children pamphlets to say it's okay for a 13-year-old to F up a 15-year-old, if you know what I mean. And basically, what they wanted is also those kids to now murder their kids, which is insane. It's babies murdering babies at this point. Imagine a 15-year-old person gets pregnant, and then all of a sudden they told that they must now kill the child. It's like, what? Why are you fearing them as nonsense? You know, it is very strange. Even up till this day, a lot of people don't know what abortion is, like what actually happens. They believe it's just like a magical thing. It's like, it's worse than that. You know, you get body parts being pulled apart, you know, and it doesn't make sense. It's like, why are you telling the kids to do it? Why? When I was in school, they spoke about like condoms, but they never said children must do it. They mostly spoke about condoms because of the HIV and AIDS in my country, you know. In South Africa, there's a lot of people with AIDS. We taught not to discriminate against them and whatnot, you know. We were always taught that. So as the years went by, we got taught more and more about more adult things, but we never were told to have condoms. Also, speaking of that, what about what about abortions, pushing it for little kids? It's like when I was in high school, our teachers would always say, do not have a boyfriend or girlfriend. Don't do that, don't do that. They'll always say that. And you know that they're very right. Because not just well, obviously for distractions, it lowers your grade and whatnot. And some teachers would say, you know what, after you're done with school, do whatever you want. Simple as that, you know, like have a girlfriend or boyfriend. You know, it makes total sense because why not do you want to have a partner? Look, I get it, some people had that, but at the same time, schools would be very against it. Like, I'm not even joking. Teachers would be so against it. But for some reason, schools in America are like, hey, let's see what are you doing with your own privates. That's what the teachers are asking kids. It's so messed up. It's like, really? Why are you asking them that crap? Why can't you ask them about their work? Why is it always about sex? Why? Why is it always about that? Why isn't it about work or whatever, you know? Honestly, and you telling me that won't come over here? That's gonna be really insane. Because you know for a fact, I know for a fact it's gonna come being imported over here. But anyways, it's disgusting that they're even being told these things. When I was in school, especially high school, I was not told these things. Teachers will be telling you, don't have any boyfriend or girlfriend during this time. Don't have any, simple as that. But now it's like these kids are told to not just have boyfriend and girlfriend, not told to have that, just told to have sex. You know, they're told to have sex. That's all they're told to have. So yeah, it's like why? Why are people so obsessed with two kids doing it? It's like it's gross, it's disgusting. Kids should not do that. They should not. But obviously, you know, people find excuses for them to do it. It's disgusting, you know. Kids should be playing with marbles. Kids should be what? Playing with trading cards. They should not be doing type of stuff like that. And also pushing for them to have, you know, murder their babies. Yeah, that's like really like it seems like they're setting up their future customers. Like, you know, a certain mustache man stated that, you know, in order to control the future, you gotta control the kids. And it does make sense, you know. These people are targeting the kids at a young age, like getting them very young, teaching them about this and that, doing it at a young age so they can kill the babies. So when those kids get a bit older, they can vote in favor of killing more babies, you know, to change the laws even further. These freaking idiots, you see how they're walking? They go after the kids. They're going after the kids, you know? Okay, enough about that. I'm sorry about that silly rant. But anyways, I just wanted to point that out. Now, this gingerbread is gonna get killed. Okay, we're gonna rip him up. Mm, 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 mm. this gingerbread man. I think it's a man. Well, I don't know now because I ate its privates. So I don't know if it's a man, it's a woman, it's a Mayam. I don't even know. I'm gonna assume it's a Mayam now. Okay. So, anyways, sorry about the background noise. Let me mute this. To be honest, let me mute this. Silly me, I was talking while it was mute. Yeah, I know. At first I knew it, then I totally forgot it was mute. Okay, so basically I thought there was gonna be a lot of talking. My bad. Uh-oh. 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 Our little friend is getting his head dislocated. Look at that. It's cracking. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. His head. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Looks like a scarecrow head. Look at that. Ooh, too bad. Too bad this gingerbread is killed. Already killed. We already killed him already. We're eating him. This is what happens when I fidget with things. Everything breaks. So we're gonna leave his head for later. You know, wrap it up, keep it in the fridge. You know, keep it in the freezer. Let it stay there for like years. Then open it again. Mm, I'm gonna mute this. Okay, sorry about that. There's a visitor in the house, so I want to mute the video while I nibble on this gingerbread man because I don't want y'all to hear the sound. I'm sorry, but I don't want y'all to hear the sound. I also want to show y'all the dress that I have. Um, so now there are some crunchy bits in this gingerbread man in the middle, which is very strange. I thought it's gonna be all soft. Okay, so I might pause this. So yeah, I might turn the camera up because just in case anyone comes in, because the door is right there. You can see anyone that comes in. I don't want that to be a thing. So I'm sorry if uh, it goes dark for a while, just give me a few seconds, okay? I don't really know what to do. I want to continue this live stream, yes. You know, I really want to continue this live stream. But at the same time, I can't do that because what if someone barges in my room? I really hate that. I really hate that. You know, I've eaten all the buttons on the gingerbread man. So I'm very sorry if you can just eat anything. I'm very sorry. I need to show you all the dress that I have. It is a bit tight, which I never fit on, but I will try. So let's just see how that goes. But first, let me just turn this around. So I'm very sorry if I turn it around. Just remember, I'm not cutting the stream. I'm still gonna be the voice, the audio, but just understand I'm already over here. Just give me. Hey everyone. Okay, I've unmuted it. Yes, you could still hear noise, but at least you can't see the background. I just got out. Anyways, thank you so much for 4 likes. It's a lot in a live stream. I normally get like 1 or 0 likes. Anyways, I'm almost done with my gingerbread. Okay, I have a feeling someone's gonna enter this door, so I'm very sorry if I change it quickly. Okay, I'm still here, everyone. I'm still here. So, anyways, I'm almost done with the body. I have like 2 pieces left. Yum yum yum. Is this worth eating? 5 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Okay, I'm very sorry. Once again, I'm so sorry about this. This was so unexpected that I feel a bit embarrassed. Anyways, okay, let me just quickly eat this. Then we'll cut to the head eating, 'cause that's gonna be the finale. Plus, I need to wipe my hands because it's all chocolatey. Not super chocolatey, but somewhat chocolatey. Mm. Okay, one last piece of the body. Okay, I'm not from France. I'm not from Holland. I'm South African, so yeah. My accent is so mixed up, but I'm South African. South African. We have a lot of accents, and my accent keeps moving all over the place, but South African. Okay, our final piece of the body, and then we can finally start with the head. Okay, the head has been waiting for me to be. No, look at that. Look at that head. I have to eat it. Look at the chocolate over here. I like to eat this lips. That's gonna be very good. Mm. Okay, so before I continue with the head, I want to show you something. Now, it is a bit short for me. It'll come at right underneath uh, the private, so it's gonna be very short. I can do a video wearing this, so that's what I'm gonna do, but not right now. Let me leave this back in the drawer because people who you are, it's very difficult. Give me a few seconds and I'll be back. Okay, I have returned. Okay, let's do a face cam. Okay, finally I'm feeling the ginger, the heart of the chest. Now I can feel it at the back of my throat. Very. Oh wait, my bad, sorry. Uh, okay, so I will do a separate video on that. Let me just shave my legs some other time. It's a long process because I need another blade. This blade it's a big blade. Now, uh, I'm not gonna use Gillette after the things they did, and plus they use slave labor, so I'm not really gonna support them, you know? Now, Bic is a very cheap alternative. At the same time, it doesn't really get so much done. It's not the best blade out there, but it's something worth having. Okay, before I continue, we still have a lizard problem. We still have a lizard problem. It's so insane because I can't sleep. Like, it's so annoying. Okay, the Western media would say that the baby would suffer and the mother would suffer because of poverty. Yes, that's true. They would say that all the time. They always say it, you know. But we all know for a fact that poverty isn't the reason why they getting rid of the baby. They basically have other reasons. Basically, in other words, choice. You know, it's not about poverty whatsoever. The Western media will portray it as either unhealthy or either um, my body, my choice. Okay. But anyways, enough about that. I want to talk about the lizard issue. So now, seeing it up a bit more close, I would say it's around like from this to yeah, pretty long, actually, if you count its tail. And the problem with that is it's so creepy, you know. I thought it was like a teenage lizard, but it's a bit bigger than that. Okay, I guess something's wrong with my eyes, but it's much bigger. Yesterday we had a problem with it, especially okay, not yesterday. My bad. In the morning today, I keep mistaking midnight for yesterday. No, it's today. But it wasn't midnight today. It was actually around like 1 or 2. So yeah, that was the problem. You know, uh, it was coming out during that time. I have a feeling it's gonna come out at the same time because yesterday it came out the same time, so it's gonna come out on that time. You know, I really hate these lizards so much because they always come the wrong times. They're not the best to have because if they fall in your pot, they can basically poison your food. You know, it's best not to have them. I'm gonna take garlic and rub around my door frame. My belief is that my belief is that big data showed that old methods weren't working. Various world leaders have been addressing overpopulation since the 1700s. A huge amount of sex policing is population control. It is population control. Um, I said this in another live stream where I eat a lot of stuff, you know? So there are a lot of people out there in this world that don't really eat that much, you know? So for me, the problem is overconsumption, you know? And you can't tell people how to eat, you know, because then that's just too much, you know? But what I can say is that if we change the culture to make people eat what they want to eat and do what they want to do only and not really, you know, go over the limit, then I think we can still have a lot of people on this planet, and we can still have for everyone. Okay. Anyway, outside my room, and thank goodness it did not come in my room, or else I would have been totally scared. Oh my gosh, it's so terrifying because I sleep near the wall, and well, my bed's pressed against the wall, and they can creep out from the corner of the bed and just scare me. What if they jump? Because this lizard was on the floor when I saw it first yesterday, and that was a problem because lizards don't really go on the floor. They're normally on the walls or ceiling, and that's terrifying enough as it is. I don't want them to even go on the ground. That's our zone, okay? That's our zone for running and doing whatever. It's our safe zone. Their safe zone is on the wall because we can't really climb up on the wall. Um, this tells us that we should get a cat because honestly, we should get a cat just to catch these things. But I'm gonna go with the methods of onions, garlic, and possibly eggshells. I don't eat egg, but I'll just get some shells from my siblings and just, put it around everywhere because there's just too many lizards all around. I don't mind to stay outside the veranda, but they're coming inside, and that's a problem. The small ones are very annoying to get rid of because they're very, very tiny to see. Like you have to have a really keen eye. You have to have zoom in abilities to see where that thing goes. And let's not forget that if you look on the walls, my room is like cream colored, and that's not the best thing because lizards, the outside lizards are cream colored. We don't get blue lizards, we don't get green lizards, we only get grayish and like brown and like pink and cream. And time to time they easily match the walls, and they blend in so well. I feel like we should paint this room blue. We don't get blue lizards, so totally fine. Anyways, today I'll look again, or well, tomorrow I'll look again for the lizard. It comes around midnight, so we'll look for it, get rid of it. But it's best to get rid of it during the day because everyone's awake. We are totally fine with knowing what's around us. But at night, that's a big problem because voy f voy, okay, VOL FYI. Okay. Um, sorry. I don't know what vol means. Is it a short term for something? Okay, I don't know. Sorry. But anyways, it's time to eat this. It's time to eat the egg. I'm totally done with the body of the gingerbread, and I've only had a slight ginger taste on my throat. Very slight, like over here. Just very slight. So let's go. Mm. You know what? It is a bit. It's a bit crunchy. Very tiny. I believe that I may be shadow banned. Don't worry, I won't. Wait, hold on. Live chats. No, I can read your comments. Don't worry, you're fine. I can see your comments. It's just, it's just, there's no options to do anything, and I can't. Nope, I am not. Well, there's no options for me to, change any settings or whatever. So for any comment. So if I get any other person commenting or whatnot, or well, I can't really manage it because the YouTube app they give so little things to manage anything. So, but yeah, I can see your comments. Anyways, let's continue. It's just a small piece, but very thick. This of a gingerbread. We still don't know what gender it is. We have no idea what gender it is now. I mean, is it a man? Is it a woman? Is it a leprechaun? Is it a unicorn? We don't know. We don't even know. I've eaten the body, so we don't really know what specific preference it has. But hey, we don't judge over here. We don't judge gingerbread man. We eat them all. We eat all of them. We'll just eat them up. It's like Attack on Titan. I am the Titan, and These guys are these guys are the scouts, okay? And I'm just eating the scouts, but instead of swallowing them up, I'm just biting them. I'm one of those abnormals, okay? Mm, mm. Speaking of Attack on Titan, the final few episodes are coming out next year, which is fantastic. I got into Attack on Titan back late 2017. By that time, two seasons were already out, so I was able to watch so much. And then 2018 comes, and then I get to see a trailer of season 3. And I never really got into it back in 2018 and 2019 and 2020 because I just never really wanted to watch, I guess. But then now it's like, okay, things are getting so interesting. I finally get time to sit back and watch the rest of the season, season 3, and some parts of season 4. So they're finally going to finish off with season 4. Really cool. If you have not watched Attack on Titan, it's one of the best animes out there. It's so good. It is so good. It has really good characters, and honestly, it's gonna be sad to see this anime go. But hey, at least it goes out in style. The animation is super duper cool. I know they switched studios with animation, but it's still cool. It's still super. Okay, so now we have the brains to go. Ate the lips. Not much of a talker anyway, so. Mm, mm. It's a bit dirty. Still, I'm so surprised. I expected this to be a bit more gingery, but it's more biscuit than ginger. I know they call it, um, I know they call biscuits cookies in America, but here in South Africa they call cookies, well, we call cookies cookies, and we call everything else biscuits. Biscuits meaning, well, cookies have, it's round, has chocolate chips in them. That's a cookie. Anything else, it's a biscuit. If it's a different shape, if it has jam or cream or whatever type of flavor, it's a biscuit. Um, and we call scones or scones scones. We don't call it a biscuit. Um, I think people in America call that a biscuit, or maybe they're referring to something else that's totally different. But yeah, we have total, difference and stuff like that. But you know, I'm calling this a biscuit because it tastes like a biscuit. Barely any ginger. It feels good but bad at the same time. I don't know if this was supposed to be the norm of gingerbread. Gingerbread I've had in the past was always strong on ginger, and this one is very weak on ginger. I only have like a tiny bit of ginger in an aftertaste. Anyways, it's 47 minutes in. Okay, let's just finish this and get it over with. My plate's a bit messed up with all the crumbs, but what can you do? Hmm. Hmm. One more time. Done. Done. Oh wow. Yes, it would have taken me this much time, if not even longer, if I was not recording. Because time to time I like to pace around, think about stuff. I may have even left it for tomorrow to finish up. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Anyways, it's time to just wrap it up and then we'll go. So thanks so much for 5 likes. It's the most I've ever gotten in a live stream, I think. So Much appreciated. Okay, there's some food stuck in my teeth. That's what happens when there's like gaps in your teeth. It's so annoying. That's why it's best to take care of your teeth, especially when you're young. I was told that only now when I'm 19 I'm starting to realize, hey, maybe when I was a kid I was a bit too stupid. Okay, not super stupid, but somewhat stupid. Okay, so I'm not going to be eating these crumbs. Why should I eat that? It's just crumbs, you know. But anyways, that was pretty good. I would give that a 8 out of 10, possibly even a close to a 9 out of 10, or maybe an 8.5. I don't really see this as something uh, so different. So well, it is different, but I don't see it as something so life changing, you know. But I think I should make this a tradition, regardless of how it tastes. I think I should make it a tradition to eat this all the time. Okay, sorry, I just gotta keep checking. My back just hurts. It hurts just a bit, so that's the problem. Anyways, it's time to end this live stream. I hope you all had a fantastic time. Anything else before I go? Well, I've not really watched anything besides a few movies. Yesterday I did a video on that, a live stream on that. I spoke about Rocky, I spoke about Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Run, Hide, Fight. Um, so yeah, I watched quite a few movies, you know. Pretty excited for next year. Next year we're getting the Batman. Uh, I think it's played by the Twilight guy. You know the guy who played that character, that vampire character in Twilight? Yeah, yeah. Emo Batman. Finally, about time. We're also going to be getting Toy Story. Well, not Toy Story. It's called Lightyear. Well, we know for a fact that this could be a prequel before the toy Buzz Lightyear was made. This inspired people to make the toy Buzz Lightyear. You know, this is possibly a prequel for the character. Now, what else do I expect? What else movies coming out? Sonic, Jurassic World, Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak. So much of goodies are coming out next year. Anything else that I'm missing? Elden Ring, Strangers of Paradise, anything else? Um, to be honest, there's so much cool things coming out in the near future. It's best to just like be amazed. Anything else? I'm still thinking. But besides that, it's gonna be a pretty fun time for gaming and for movies. Really good movies coming out. It's kind of like how not last year, 2019, there was some really good movies coming out as well. You know, like a lot of good movies came out in 2019. 2020, a lot supposed to come, but it didn't really come. But anyways, Jurassic World Dominion, looking forward for that especially. I don't think I'll watch Sonic 2 and trailers. I might even buy a 4K version instead, because that's much better. Anything else, any other movies, let me know, because there's so much coming up. And that's basically it. Now, we might get a Monster Hunter 6 reveal next year for 2023. They'll reveal it on E3 June for 2023, possibly, which does make sense, you know? So that's pretty fun. Okay, I gotta go. Sorry, I was just listening to something in the background. I will wear that dress, but just remember to be very small, so I have to shave. It's kind of a tedious thing to do, but hey, I play Monster Hunter, so at least I could do something tedious in my life. Okay, so it's just time to go.